We have a little bit of correspondence that I'd like to share. I think council got all of this in the mail, or part of it in the mail. Chamber of Commerce is hosting a business after hours reception Tuesday, April 16th, 5:30 to 7, 510 Main Street, Clifton Forge. So if any of y'all want to go to that, feel free to do that. Just let them know, okay? We've got the Sheriff's Department report for, I'm assuming this is for February?
Yes.
Yeah, February through the 10th of this month. They worked a total of 52 hours, wrote a total of 29 summonses, which is excellent. Total outlay of cash for the town, $1,646.08. That's well below what we budgeted for it. And again, Chris, I know you kind of spearhead this scheduling and look after it, so we appreciate that. Appreciate you taking care of that for us.
Yeah, I hope you've seen the difference too. We worked a lot of hours down here this month, a lot. So hopefully it shows.
Well, I've seen them here a lot. I've seen a lot of activity, and I've heard a lot of people talking about them being here. So,
Actually, the night down there, we have one here working.
oh, did you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that, but that was good. I have a letter that I'd like to read, and it's a letter of request, but it's also a letter citing a problem, I guess, that I really was not aware of until I got this letter today. Wendy gave it to me. It was left in the drop box, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. Dear Councilman, I would like to bring your attention to a problem that has been going on for a long time now, and I feel that someone is going to end up getting hurt. Crescent Avenue on the GPS shows that it links up with Westgate. And it used to, but now it has a deep drop off that could cause a lot of damage to any vehicle that tries to wander up there. So with that being said, we've had many tractor trailers and box trucks to come up here just to end up backing down that hillside. It's very hard for those trucks to maneuver, especially in the evening close to dark, because of the lack of light. Actually, we've already had one close call where a truck was backing out and partially went over the hillside, and a wrecker had to be called to assist. Every time the trucks come, they're looking for Westgate. They end up messing up the road, and Roger has to go and fix the gravel back with his side-by-side with the plow blade. To this problem, I offer two suggestions. One being letting us put up a private drive, no turnaround sign that we've already bought. The second suggestion would be to fill in that deep drop off with dirt and graveling it to open it up as a passage to get to Westgate. I would greatly appreciate it if this matter could be taken care of promptly, one way or the other. Sincerely, Roger and Barbara Balzer. I think everybody knows the road they're talking about and the hill they're talking about. I would think the council would have to vote, but it's a town-owned road, it's not a state right-of-way, to allow them to put the sign up that they bought, so long as they put it up off of state-maintained property, put it up on the town right-of-way. I can assure you we're probably not in a position, nor would we want to be, to open that right-of-way road back up all the way to the top of the hill at this time. Mm-hmm. So under new business, I'm going to ask for a motion or a vote to see if you want to allow them to put that sign up to try to help them with that situation. So everybody's aware of it. And I think everybody knows the hill we're talking about, right? Koala?
Yes, sir.
Randy?
You speaking of one going by their house?
Up by Rogers, Balzers. Everybody down here know what we're talking about?
The drop off is where they dug the ditch across.
And we didn't do that, so.
Well, they had it done.
Yeah, they did it.
Yeah.
They did
Because
it.
me and Johnson's been talking about putting a big pipe in there and fixing that water where it don't run all over everything. making a ditch and open the road back up where you could use it.
Right, run the water over in the
One time we
hollows.
tried to close before, and Bobby Schlusser kept it open. Back long, if you go back and do some research, it's been quite a few
Right.
years ago.
I mean, I don't see where the town should have a problem with them putting that sign up there. You don't see any legal ramifications up from it, do you?
I would say if you're gonna do that, as a town, I'd probably order my own sign that says no through, dead end, not GPS, not advised or something. That's what I would do.
Okay.
I mean, you can ask Jared, but I think that's more of a,
Official response.
yeah. Well, and it shows a good gesture on your part too, that you're working to alleviate the problem. You can put that on town property and they can still put theirs up too, but
Right.
as soon as you make it turn off of going up Westgate, you could.
Put it right there.
Yeah. And that way it's not an expensive fix.
No, either way, it's not an expensive fix. It's just, it's do what's right. I think council would want to do what's
I'm gonna tell
right
you,
for
if a
them.
semi or anything got stuck up, oh man, you talk about a day's job, get that thing out of there.
Yeah, a nightmare, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Okay.
if you do get a sign, get one with a red line through it, the thing to go, because that's the only thing a lot of them people understand.
Right, yeah,
They
can't read English.
They can't speak our English.
Yeah. Moving on to my report. First thing I want to do in that report is Wendy and the other town employees today enjoyed a nice lunch that was prepared and brought into them by Nancy Unroe. That's Jared's grandmother, my aunt. They had pork chops and mashed potatoes and hot rolls and chocolate pie and pecan pie, wasn't it, Wendy?
It was.
And
And that
they-
still is. There's some left in the kitchen.
I came back from a meeting, they were kind of all foundered up in the chair, didn't know whether they could be able to work the rest of the day or not, but I think they enjoyed it, and I just would like to have it on record that we appreciate her doing that for them. It's a nice gesture, and you'll send her a thank you note, won't you?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. The flags on 220 are in the process of trying to get them switched over. Ken Yeagley put them up for us. I understand he's been on vacation. Wendy's called him a couple of times, and I think he's due back pretty soon, isn't he? So see if we can't get him to come and switch them out so we put our summertime flags up. And we'll try to make sure that we'll let Jerry know when we're going to do that, if you don't mind, so you come down. We're still working on gravel. I know there's a lot of places that still need gravel, but it's just been a slow process. It's finally drying out enough now that we can get something done. We can move around a little bit, assess the damage that we need to repair. So they've been working on the gravel as they can. They're going to reach out to you tomorrow probably to see about some millings for the River Park Road. And Junior's got your number, he's going to give you a call. And we can take care of that over there too. So be patient. If you have a place, you see a place that you know needs some repair or some attention and some gravel, let Wendy know, because she doesn't know where to send them all the time unless somebody tells us, because we can't see everything. Just let her know. And Chris, if y'all see anything while you're working down here that needs attention, just let her know, if you will. She'll take care of it.
Well, I know up there on the corner of 10th Street, those 18-wheelers coming from 220 turning this way, and then the other one's coming out and turning to come on down 220. You put the gravel in, and then it rains, and the gravel floats out. And you've got some pretty good holes that's getting in there, and I don't know what else to do because the gravel's not fixing the problem because it keeps floating away.
It's going to be hard to fix that corner, and
Yeah.
that's probably one of the things that we'll need to talk with VDOT about when they come down. And
I mean, even when they
Aggressive.
first blacktopped it there, it lasted about 2 weeks before it started cracking and in big chunks and,
coming out.
yeah.
The River Park opens on Monday for the season. The road does need some attention over there, we're aware of that. And they're gonna work on that Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. try to get that repaired and done. The dead trees have been removed. The threatening tree that was up against the fence and close to Mr. Walker's house, ER and his dad took that out for us, and we appreciate that. ER, thank you. Did a good job and got that all cleaned up, and it actually looks pretty nice over there. I'm kind of excited to see it opening up, and because you know spring's finally here when we open the lock on that gate and push it open and leave it open. Folks can go over there and fish, and when it gets a little bit warmer, swim, and hopefully enjoy the park. And Chris, if you can incorporate that in the patrols down here, just have them do a ride by, or ride through, once a shift or what have you, that would be greatly appreciated also. So,
And the park too, because I'm sure it's gonna start getting some.
we'll start picking up. Okay. Well, we're talking about the gravel and things needing to be done. Traditionally, we've had a cleanup month in the spring down here, and that's going to be next month, starting next week. I'm going to get Wendy to put a little ad in the paper and get her to send you a little blurb for the journal. The trailer's going to be parked different places at different weeks. First week of April, it's going to be right out here by the town hall like it was last year. You can put anything in the trailer you need to put in there to get rid of, with the exception of tires. We can't take tires. And what I would ask, if you have any big stuff like refrigerators or freezers or anything like that, instead of dragging them up here and putting them in the trailer, just set them out and the town crew will pick them up and take care of them for you. No charge for any of this. Just, we want to help clean up things, get things policed up before summer. So we had a real good response last year. We hauled several loads to the transfer station. So take advantage of it while it's here, while it's free. The council voted and approved for me to meet with the contractor to get some estimates on putting in some drain tiles and drain pipes in different low-lying areas in town. I have done that, and I'm waiting for a response back with estimates. You haven't heard anything yet, have you, Wendy?
No, I have not.
Can you reach out to him tomorrow and see where we are on that? And we're working on the budget. We've met a couple of times. We're going to meet again Wednesday evening. Well, we already had a meeting scheduled next week, and I didn't know about it, or I didn't remember. What time Wednesday did you say?
6 p.m.
6 o'clock Wednesday.
Oh, I didn't know about that, but thank you.
And it's beginning to take shape, and we're a little bit ahead of the curve in time this year, but we have some things we need to address and work with, but we are moving forward with it. And where do we stand on the public alert system that we decided to put in?
We pretty much are up and ready to go with it. I just need to contact a few households and ask them for a phone number that we do not have, and nor is it in the phone book. So
Last week, I know we were in the process of installing it and getting it set up, but had we had it complete, it would have been a perfect opportunity for us to be able to notify our citizens of a situation, and also how for them to respond by instructions given to us by the Sheriff's Department. But Wendy or I, neither one had the capability at that time to send the alert out via that system. So I would say within the next week, it'll be up and ready to go, and you'll share the app with me,
yes.
so we can either one of us do it from our cell phones. And Chris, any help y'all could give us with letting us know when something's going on would be appreciated. And one last thing that I realized today, and I'd ask if Richard and Donnie would stand up at this time. Back a couple of years ago, it was designated that March 29th would be Vietnam Veterans Day. And I just want to take this opportunity on behalf of everybody to thank you two gentlemen for your service to our country, but more especially to your service to our country during the Vietnam War. I want to thank you for that.